What could possibly shake up the electric vehicle industry? Toyota, the well-known auto giant, has just introduced a revolutionary concept: a carbon-negative engine. This innovation promises not just to reduce emissions, but actually remove carbon from the atmosphere. So, why would Toyota, famous for its hybrid cars, switch to this new engine? Great question. This idea could change the future of driving in a big way. This engine comes with features that could make even the fanciest electric cars look simple. Toyota didn't just introduce this engine without testing it first. It was tested in 2 race cars, and the results were amazing. Koji, the CEO of Toyota, has a vision. He wants a future where people don't worry about how far their car can go or how much it costs. Toyota's new carbon-negative engine is part of this vision, aiming to offer a better solution for everyone. Koji and his team are working hard to create this carbon-negative engine of the future, and if all goes well, it could mean big changes for traditional electric cars. While other car companies are struggling with their electric vehicle investments, Toyota has introduced something truly amazing. Let's go back to 2023. The SuperTax series is in full swing. 2 Toyota cars with this carbon capture engine compete against a group of AMG GT3s. And what happens next? Toyota's move into carbon-negative engines is about more than just winning races. Now there's a GR Corolla H2 concept, a prototype that looks like it came from a sci-fi movie. It runs completely on carbon capture technology. Toyota didn't come up with this idea overnight. They've been working on it since 2014, and they haven't been wasting time. The engine doesn't run on regular gas. It has a special system that captures carbon dioxide from the air as the car drives. This car isn't an ordinary racer. It has a secret weapon under the hood, special filters and a unique liquid that work together to capture CO2 from the air. The car has 2 filters doing the hard work. The first filter grabs CO2 from the air as it's pulled in for combustion. But that's just the start. The second filter, placed where the engine gets hot, releases the captured CO2 into a recovery fluid as it heats up. What makes this setup really cool is that it doesn't need any extra energy to work. This isn't just about being eco-friendly, though it's important. Toyota's carbon capture engines are also about performance. These engines aren't just for show on the racetrack. They're tested in tough conditions that make them better, stronger, and ready for the road. Let's take a trip down memory lane and see how Toyota's alternative fuel journey has been going. It's been 10 years since Toyota introduced the Mirai, their hydrogen-powered car. Since then, their car sales have increased by an amazing 166% worldwide. In just 9 months, sales have increased by a huge 22%. And if that doesn't impress you, how about an incredible 77% surge in just the last 6 months? They're aiming to sell carbon-captured powered vehicles worth a staggering $200,000, focusing on Europe and China in 2024. Toyota has been making moves behind the scenes, collaborating with gas stations across the US to install carbon fuel lines. Unlike electric vehicles, where you might need to wait around for a charge, with Toyota you can fill up with hydrogen in under 2 minutes at your local gas station. Just a few months ago, the engine could complete a respectable 16 laps around a track before needing a refuel. But now we're looking at an impressive 20 laps. That's an amazing 25% increase, which in racing terms is like hitting the jackpot. Even for basic hatchback models, this means serious cold storage capability. Just think about the possibilities if Toyota decided to install this engine in a stylish sedan or tough SUV. We might be talking about achieving anywhere from a decent 800 to an incredible 1,000 miles on just 1 tank of fuel. Now, let's talk about weight. Even BMW tried their hand at it, but installing large carbon capture tanks thick enough to maintain super cold temperatures isn't exactly synonymous with being lightweight, is it? They've created their own tank using a clever composite material that's nearly 150 pounds lighter than traditional tanks. Toyota's top executive, Akio, known as Marisa on the racetrack, took this impressive vehicle out for a spin, and the results were absolutely impressive. With lap times that were 2 seconds faster per lap compared to earlier this year, it's clear that this machine means serious business. Now let's discuss the heavy hitters. The high-performance cars are set to arrive on streets in 2024 and 2025, powered by none other than carbon capture combustion. First on our list is the Toyota Hilux Carbon Capture Plus. This engine is poised to make a big impact, as Toyota is developing a carbon-enabled version of the Hilux right in the UK. What's the strategy? They're planning to incorporate a fully integrated fuel cell powertrain into the Hilux platform using second-generation fuel cell components, and the vehicle will use the same drivetrain as Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell superstar, the Mirai. Prototypes are scheduled to start production in 2024 at Toyota's facility in Derbyshire, UK, with a rumored range of 750 miles and a price tag just under $40,000. Toyota has been dropping hints about this engine's details. It features a 1,618cc displacement and an inline 3-cylinder turbo with an intercooler, promising plenty of power. Toyota isn't rushing to join the fully electric trend just yet. Instead, they support a more balanced approach, letting consumers decide what they want to drive. Now, let's talk about battery technology. Despite all the improvements, electric vehicles still struggle with mileage. While some high-end models can go over 300 miles on a charge, not every EV can match that. This leaves people concerned they might get stuck far from a charging station. And speaking of charging, get ready for the story of the challenging charging infrastructure. Finding a charging station can be like searching for treasure without a map. And even if you find one, it could be occupied, out of order, or painfully slow. Let's discuss the issue of raw material scarcity. Making an electric vehicle isn't just about its looks and electric motor. It's about the batteries, the heart of the vehicle. And these batteries heavily depend on materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. These materials aren't readily available for the taking. They're limited in supply, difficult to extract, and often located in regions where mining them raises environmental and ethical concerns. The scarcity of these materials causes battery prices, and therefore electric vehicle prices, to rise, making them quite expensive to buy. While it's not all perfect, it's clear we're on the brink of something significant. As we tackle each challenge, we move closer to a future where clean, sustainable transportation becomes the standard. Despite incentives and rebates trying to make EVs more accessible, the high prices still make many buyers nervous. Toyota knows how to make affordable cars, so it's no surprise they're cautious about diving into the EV craze. Stepping back to look at market dynamics, Toyota has noticed a concerning trend among EV manufacturers. Demand isn't keeping up with supply, leading to unsold inventory and steep price reductions. The higher production costs compared to traditional gasoline cars are also a factor. Just take Ford, for example, reportedly losing a hefty $36,000 on each EV they sell. From hybrid vehicles to plug-in hybrids, battery electric vehicles, and now carbon capture engine vehicles, the landscape of what we thought was possible is changing. Toyota's technology, which uses water to make hydrogen by splitting it apart, is a great step forward in making fuels that won't harm the earth. Battery technology for electric vehicles is constantly getting better. Researchers are working hard to improve how far electric vehicles can go on one charge and how well they perform. New types of batteries, like solid-state ones, can hold more energy and charge up faster. This helps solve the worry many people have about how far electric cars can go before they need to charge again. Even with progress, electric cars still face challenges. Issues like not enough places to charge them, making sure batteries last a long time, and figuring out how to recycle old batteries are still big concerns. Governments, businesses, and researchers are working together to fix these problems. Their goal is to make electric cars easier to use and more appealing to everyone. So, do you think Toyota will make a breakthrough? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.